Warning, this podcast contains shapeshifters. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Supergirl, Season 1, Episode 7, Human for a Day. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Rachel.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah?
Got more Christmas lights today.
Oh, really? You put your Christmas lights up?
More.
More? You put more up?
More.
You didn't have enough?
No.
Is your house like Chevy Chase's now?
Like Griswold's?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. We probably have enough lights to do that.
So do it. I want to see the power go out when you turn your lights on.
It's been like really windy and rainy. Like in the last 48 hours, we've had over 5 inches of rain.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm not going out there on the roof on that.
Okay then. So what did you think of this episode?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of showed different the characters that they can use their, who they are differently.
Yeah, we get to see Kat and Winn interact for the first time ever. Mm-hmm. Like that's never happened before in 7 episodes.
No, and she kind of came off. She was more, I guess, human is the word. She was kind of relatable to him. I was just like you, kind of thing. And she's been doing that more, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, so
the human side of her. It's
almost as if the title "Human for a Day" was not actually referring to Kara, but it was referring to Kat.
Or anyone, for that matter.
Yeah.
Because all of them learned a little something.
Yeah, they did. Even Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
The speech he had with Kara and everything. Like that's probably the most personal. I guess they've got really had a personal chat,
Mm-hmm.
And
then even Alex, to the point where she actually stood up and took charge and So yeah, it was kind of a turning point for some of these characters.
Yeah. So I guess the majority of the episode dealt with the earthquake and stuff that was going around the city, and Supergirl did not have her powers because of her fight last week with the Red Tornado. She was kind of drained. We've seen this, many times before with Superman after really hard battles and stuff like that. So, it's definitely, it's been there. Like, it was only a matter of time. Yeah.
She blew a fuse.
Yeah, basically. Blew a fuse.
Get a little adrenaline jump start.
Yep. So the city was kind of up in turmoil without her.
Kinda. But it's like, where did these earthquakes come from? They're just all of a sudden earthquakes.
I guess.
Maybe they'll tell us next. Maybe I don't know.
I think they were constructed, the earthquakes, by, what's it, Maxwell?
Mm-hmm.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, he's kind of shady.
Mm-hmm. He was the first one to make the speech.
Mm-hmm.
About how this city and everything relies too heavily on Supergirl, and that's no good for the city, and,
And we know, since this is the same universe as Flash and Arrow, we know there is earthquake machines.
That is true. There's been the big rumor and everything that this is going to intersect with the Flash, and, that would put it in the same world. It's by the same writers, same producers, everything. As far as the soundtrack people, all of those people are the same on all 3 shows. So it's only a matter of time before this makes its way in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Rumor is it's going to be the back end of the first season of Supergirl, so I'm really excited that's the case, and I'm really glad that I'm not waiting until later to just binge watch and catch it all up, so I stay current on it and, don't have to, be in a frenzy by the time the crossover happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't got caught up on Arrow yet, but I'm on season 3, so I'm kind of there.
Yeah, so you got some time still.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 2 seasons of The Flash. Well, season and a half. I know you're not interested in The Flash. But you will be.
I know. It just doesn't seem like something I'd want to watch, but I might.
That's how I felt with The Flash. I was like, he runs fast? Ooh, big whoop-de-fucking-do. And then when I actually saw him in action, I was like, okay, this is a good show. So, yeah.
Oh, I might have to. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have so many other shows to watch.
Yeah. But yeah, Supergirl like talked down the criminal. Just
that was amazing.
Yeah.
She used her powers of persuasion, I guess, is the way to go about it.
Yeah.
You know, she communicated with his human side kind of thing.
Yep.
Without having to use her powers. Granted, she was in a hell of a lot of pain after that arm.
Oh yeah, broken arm, and she's just, you see, she's still like nursing it, but she's out of the cast for the
sling. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, makeshift sling. But Jimmy took that opportunity to get like the best photo op ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure if he wanted to, he's probably not going to, because you know he said it was personal for her. But oh my god, if he took that picture to Kat, you know how much money he'd get for that picture alone?
Well, I mean, he already worked for her, but yeah.
Still, you get commission on photos.
Oh yeah, still. I mean, that would have been a really good photo op. I think he could have probably done a little better picture of her, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a good picture, and it was a really significant point in her learning to be a superhero too. So that was kind of good.
Yeah, she did have a point. They didn't know that her powers were gone.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, Lord knew.
Yeah, exactly. These earthquakes came at a very convenient time.
I know, right?
He definitely knew.
He knows something. I mean, his Mr. Smarty Pants. You know, I'm a doctor. I did a doctorate in 1 year, but still can't save this guy.
Right. Yeah. He knew. I think he knows Kara too. I think he knows it's Kara.
I don't know if he knows. I think he might have maybe a hint or an inkling, maybe a guess, but I don't think he knows for sure. Granted, you know, all these superhero things are like, really, you can't tell that's the person. They're just wearing a mask, or they're just changed their hair. And it's like, how do you?
I mean, to be fair, she really does look extremely different. You know, I mean, the two.
Know,
I don't know if I would. If I worked in the same office with her, I don't know if I would pick it out.
But I mean, even though she's one of those people that people don't look at. It's kind of like, I don't think I can explain it. It'd be like, on Doctor Who, the TARDIS has a force field around it that people see it, but they don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They see them, but they don't see them.
Yeah,
they know that they're there, but they don't.
It's just like the way that Kara, whatever, keeps her hair. As a human, it's just like all uncanny. Like even Kat said it last episode. Like, you know, some conditioner would really help you out here. So
because she's very scatterbrained. She's very all over the place.
Yeah. So her hair's and then she's got like the pinpoint straight hair with the little curls, you know, in the right spots for when she's Supergirl. You know, the glasses. People with glasses, they look very different. You know, when you see them with and without. So I don't know if it would be exactly noticeable. Especially when you see them in like seconds from each other and her hair is completely different. So. Well,
and then again, I mean, realistically, people aren't that great at details when they're looking at people.
Yeah, that's true. But she got her
eyewitnesses to crimes. I mean, you could have 5 eyewitnesses and they tell 5 different things.
Yeah, that is true. But she did get her powers back this episode. Is through Kryptonian adrenaline, you know, that they call it. And it was when Jimmy was actually in peril.
Of course.
So.
She heart Jenny.
But Wynn got really upset. Really upset.
It's like,
he's got a girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah. Like I was like, where the hell is Lucy this episode?
Yeah, but it wasn't even. They hugged. Oh my god, friends don't hug.
Right?
Heaven forbid. Oh my god. It's like, seriously, dude. Get yourself out of the friend zone because you put yourself there.
Yeah, he put himself in the friend zone.
He put himself there and he wants to waddle in it and be like, I'm in the friend zone and she doesn't like me because I'm in the no.
I mean, what he said afterwards, he's like, you're the superhero. The superhero never gets the guy, and you know, or
it's like, dude, quit being an ass.
It's like the way he worded it. It was basically like even he knew he was not getting a chance with her ever. So, like, she was gonna end up alone almost.
Yeah, and that kind of pissed her off.
Yeah, that put a damper on her. So.
It's like, dude, if you had any chance with her, that just could put it right there. Sorry, dude. You just severed all your chances.
But then, so Alex gets trapped in the DEO with Hank, all that stuff. The earthquake. They went to lockdown mode. They had their prisoner who used mind control.
Yeah, he could get into your mind.
Yeah. So he got loose. He got out of his cage and was going around. They had neurological blockers, on, so they couldn't.
He was legitimately creepy.
He was, and Hank goes out with a team of 2, and really sketchy, and we're already super suspicious of him. Alex is super suspicious of him. Goes in. 2 of his team members fall. He says the headsets are destroyed. They're fucked. Stay in the thing. Alex doesn't listen. She goes out anyway. Discovers the neurological things are still operational on the corpses. So now she's really starting to think he's doing something. Like, he's the survivor of 2 separate attacks now, where he's the sole survivor. It's really not looking good for him.
No. But then his explanation of it is, totally reasonable.
It kind of was.
He knew she would do something stupid, and this is exactly what he didn't want her to do. So he told her they were inoperable, so she wouldn't go and
Yeah.
But she did it anyways. She, as smart as she is, she really is I'm going to do it first, then think about what the fuck I did later.
Yeah.
And that's not really a smart thing when it comes to aliens with powers and stuff like that. It's not altogether a smart idea to do that.
Right.
I mean, Kara's not going to be there to save your ass all the time.
Yeah. So with that, Alex kind of finally pins him into a corner, and after Hank comes through, saves him, but I'm not the enemy, I'm not the one you have to worry about, all this. She demands to know what's going on. Like, she tells the story of how she knows that he was with her father, the whole story, and he explains it all. And we find out that they went, Hank and her father went looking for an alien that was innocent. Hank tried to save the alien. What was it? Jeremiah tried to save the alien. Hank was all for catching it. Right. And Hank got him, or Jeremiah got himself killed. So did Hank. Hank got himself killed in the end. And the alien that was the one that they're trying to protect is now currently Hank. Which is really weird to me. Because he revealed he's a shapeshifter, right? And we're thinking that all this time he was a cyborg. And so he reveals he's a shapeshifter. He took on Hank's identity. So he can create the DEO or whatever it is. Right, so he create the DEO and to look after Alex. Because that's what Jeremiah really wanted. Look after Alex, look after Kara, but mainly Alex. So he did all that, but why take Hank's form and not Jeremiah's? I think Hank maybe had a higher clearance. Jeremiah probably wasn't that high up, and so taking over Hank's means he could create the DEO and all that kind of stuff and be the big guy. Yeah, I guess. And I don't think Jeremiah had that. I mean, he could have, but. And also, I think, apparently, I mean, the way it sounds, Jeremiah was his friend. Jeremiah was a good man, and he was like, I wasn't going to pretend to be him and hang out with his family, kind of thing. Because I think it might have been a little weird for him. And then, as it is, Hank doesn't have, he doesn't have any family. Is it actually Hank not have any family? Yeah, I believe so. Or does Jones not have any family? Yeah, that's true. It could be both. Yeah, I don't think Hank does have any family, so Hank it was a good choice, I guess, in the end. But I was just like, why didn't you take the role of Jeremiah? If you're supposed to be looking after the daughter, that would be the ideal role to take. But I guess, shapeshifter doesn't take on the personality either, so. No, he might have been watching out for just, from the sidelines, just watching, making sure, that kind of thing, not being too close. Yeah. So, but, and when he actually shift back, I was like, that guy looks familiar. We're at Justice League. Oh. Yeah. What did he say his name was? John Jones. John Jones? It's J apostrophe ONN and then J apostrophe ONZZ. Yeah. Yeah.
His name's John Jones.
That's weird.
It is weird.
So.
But yeah, I mean, he's a good alien. And she didn't seem too. I mean, she got freaked out because he was so tall.
Right.
But other than that, she didn't seem too upset.
No, she didn't seem upset. She felt more relieved, I think, than anything.
I think so. Now that she knew what was happening, and of course,
she could actually trust him.
Yeah, Kara's gonna know now, and now.
Well, Kara, I don't know. She's in a little bit of trouble. We see at the end of the episode, Kara flies off and gets attacked by somebody.
She's going to know.
Yeah,
because Alex is gonna tell her.
Who did Kara get attacked by?
Her aunt.
That was her aunt.
Her aunt.
That was Astra.
Because she had her 2 goons, and then she landed.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was her or one of her goons. But yeah, no, her aunt basically attacked her. It was her aunt. And I was like, holy I was like watching it and like, da da da. I was like, boom. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
We haven't seen her aunt since what, the 2nd episode?
Something like that.
3rd episode?
Yeah.
So.
She's like, and you thought it was over, didn't you?
Of course.
But yeah, I literally, when she got knocked out, I was like, oh my god, what the? Did she just get hit by an airplane, bird? What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
But yeah, it's her aunt, so we're going to see more of that little family feud going on.
Yep.
But yeah, I like this episode. I mean, I think sooner or later we're going to figure out what happened in the earthquake, because just all of a sudden, it just seems really weird.
Yeah, I definitely think Maxwell is involved in all that.
Because he likes the limelight, Kara said that
He's just taking the opportunity every time like a bad situation occurs, almost like he's prepared for it. So I definitely feel like it's him doing something.
He's just so he's so upset. He's still upset about the government and his family, and he doesn't. He's just this little guy that made it big. Now all these toys, and he's going to make revenge. Enact revenge on everyone just for the hell of it.
Yep.
That's my thought.
Yeah. Anything else for this episode?
No, I like how they're enacting the human aspect of not just Kara but everyone else. Everyone's starting to become more. Their personalities developing a little more.
You're right.
You can see cracks.
Yeah. Next week, the episode is called Hostile Takeover. Kara goes toe-to-toe with Astra when her aunt challenges Kara's beliefs about her mother. Also, Kat is threatened with being removed as the CEO of Catco after a hacker exposes her private and damaging emails. So basically, she's Hillary Clinton.
Maybe.
So.
Well, I have a feeling that, Astra is going to say what she wants, what she can say to try to get Kara on her side.
Yep.
Because she's stronger than she thinks. She's stronger than she thought she was.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a good episode. I'm starting to like the show more and more as it goes on, and I think it's kind of starting to finally find its groove. And I feel like it's almost going to be a completely different show when they come back from the break, because I think they learned from a lot of stuff along the way here, and they'll take that into the second half.
They're starting to meld together. Every person's starting to find their little where they belong kind of thing. And
yep.
Before you didn't know where everything is. Like, okay, is this person good, bad?
They haven't been back to the Supergirl cave since that one episode that it showed up in, right?
They were in this episode.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. They were. The image of her mom was talking about the alien.
No, that's the one at the DEO. I'm talking about the one in Catco.
No, I think last week they were there, but other than that,
I don't know. I think they were in there just that one time.
No, they were there last week.
They were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember the drywall.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they were there last week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that about does it. Rachel, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Twitter at Savannah17, on Twitch at Savannah.
Excellent. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. You can also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Space, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until next week, See you later.
Thank you, Nikki.
Got voices in the background. Where do they come from? Where's this disembodied voice?
It's over here.
Where?